see that it's divided into upper and the lower part. So I've been working on this. So by this time you ought to have gotten your measurement. From my shoulder to my waist is 21 inches, and then I have 22 there with the sewing allowance. Okay, the sleeve is going to be inbuilt with the main body of it, so that's why the cloth is folded like this. If not, that will cut halfway. So that is the upper part I'm going to use for the design, and then the sleeve is going to be 16 inches. Okay, so from I will have to take the pleated side of it. We virtually reduced the sleeve to what I want. So you can use any design of your choice for the neck, but I'm going to be using the boat neck. Okay, the boat neck. So I'll be going by 4 inches and then 3 inches deep. That's what you see me draw. So I draw the 3 inches for the depth down too, and then of course connect it the 2 edges, and then I put my curve to create the boat neck. Both the front and the back panel of the boat neck I'm using the same size. Okay, as you like it, some make their own a bit come down in the front and at the back high. Okay, so from that end of that I'm going to measure the shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Okay, I don't need to add any extra sewing allowance since it's inbuilt. Okay, so I will measure the whole length of it. I'll be getting from the shoulder measurement. The remaining one I'm going to use it for the sleeve. Okay, so that is why it depends on how long you want your own, but with the style it ought to be at least above your elbow. Okay, what you see me measure is the armhole. I know because it's a Boubou, it's normal, it's longer than normal armhole length. So I'm using 11 inches, which is what I'm marking. Sorry about the color and the curve. Just follow the way I'm explaining it because you can see the width. Okay, the waist measurement is 4 because I want the boot to be on the side, so I'm adding to it. Okay, so to be on the 3 kind of size. That is what you meant to see me measure now. Okay, so to be honest, I always like to add better with larger than iron to press it. Okay, the fabric is a bit thicker, so that's why I'm just using ordinary hand. Okay, so you can just mark where it is, but if you iron it, it will come out very well. Okay, just trying to get the center of it. Okay, so that's why I'm rolling it, but with the help of the iron, all this one will not be needed. Okay, so from the end of your neckline, just leave about 3 to 4. All this will not inches before you start your pleating. Okay, so that one will be falling on your shoulder directly. Okay, so that is from your end of your neck to your shoulder. Can you see it? So from that place now we can now start our pleating. Okay, so you just take 1 inch for the pleats. At this time you need your pins to secure it, or you use the iron to press it. Then another pleating, so you can just leave about 2.5 inches gap. You see, about 2.5 inches gap. Then you do the second pleating. Okay, after the second pleating you can leave as much as 3 inches as you like, or you maintain the same 2.5 gap and then you pleat it. Do that for the next 4 pleating. Good to go. So I get to my machine and then I run a stitch on it. What I do to the first side, I also do to the second side. Okay, good to go. I've done the pleating, and then of course I want to guess we know how to put our facing. That's what I just did together so that we don't waste much time. So I put my facing, and then these are the pleats on the sleeve. It's the same thing I did for the second one. Both sleeves have their pleatings now. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I'll be joining the 2 sides together. I join the 2 sides and leave sewing allowance at the tip. Okay, now I've joined it together and then cutting the lower part. Please, at this time I want to assume we know how to cut our skirt pattern. It wasn't well recorded, that's why you are not seeing the details. So what I just did was the lower part that I just cut. Then this piece you are seeing me with is what I use for this pleated. So by now you'll have known the wideness of your lower part. Then you take a piece of cloth, and then the length you want it to be, that is downward, maybe you want it to be 10 to just cover your hip area. So I got the pleatings. Is the more you want the pleating, the more you will fold it. So I folded the pleating about 1 inch. In fact, if you look at the middle, I overlapped some of them, and then I run a stitch over it. I run a stitch over it, and then if you look at the 2 sides, just to secure it, I run a stitch there too, to just secure the pleating so that they don't scatter. Wow. So the next thing, the skirts, the lowest part of the gown, which is what I cut, which is then the center of your pleat, notch it and notch the center of the skirt too.